Okay, guys, today we need to talk about the OnePlus 13's camera. So, I've used this camera quite a bit, and I wanted to give you all my thoughts on it. So, this isn't a full review on the camera necessarily. This is more of a sit down with the Josh and just talk about the new product. So, OnePlus over the years, I've noticed that their cameras have been getting a lot better, right? And currently, the iPhone, which I'm currently filming on the iPhone 16 Pro Max front-facing camera. So currently, the iPhones, the Pixels, and then the Samsungs is kind of how I rank my phones in terms of the full scale of photos, videos, portrait video, and portrait photos. That's kind of my tier of smartphones right now. And the Pixel 9 Pro to me has a fantastic camera, but I was a little bit disappointed with the image processing. So the image processing to me has changed over the years on Google's devices, and it's almost a little bit too animated, or it's almost a little bit too AI looking for me. Um, and that kind of holds true on this OnePlus 13. Let's start with the portrait photos. The portrait photos on this phone look really, really good. Let me see here. I think the portrait photos on this phone, they look so good, so clean, so crispy, to be honest. That's just a picture of my daughter there. Yeah, OnePlus, I think their portrait photo to me looks better than the Pixel. And I think it's very similar to the iPhone, man. I mean, it looks really good. I think it looks very, 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 very similar to the Google Pixel. But I feel like there's something about it that pops. Look at my Pixel again here. Yeah, guys, whenever I look at the portrait photos on my Pixel versus the OnePlus, I think the difference is the OnePlus really pops in terms of the XDR feature. So both phones shoot in HDR, right? But the XDR, the Pro XDR feature on the OnePlus really, really pops photos. And I think a part of that may be that the screen is so crazy on this phone that it makes all the photos look really good, right? So I'm going to play around with it a little bit more and test out those particular photos on different devices. Like look at the OnePlus photos on the actual iPhone and Pixel screens and see what they look like. Because right now, I think the portrait photos look better than what they do on the Pixel. But there are occasions, like there's been a few photos here that look absolutely fantastic portrait wise, but then there's others to where the colors are too, the color temperature looks weird, and the portrait photo itself has an outline. But that's one thing I was very surprised about when I first took the photo, especially how good the XDR feature looked. Now, when we talk about the typical photos with the 1X camera, there's one feature on this phone that I love, and it's the same feature that is on my iPhone 16 Pro Max that I feel like is groundbreaking. So whenever you open up the camera, you have the option to have different focal lengths for your 1X camera. So it starts with a 23 millimeter, jumps down to a 28 millimeter, and then it goes down to a 35 millimeter. So whenever you jump into the camera, you can actually choose different focal lengths on your base camera. So for example, if you jump back down to 1X, it's 23 millimeters. If you click it again, it jumps to 28 millimeters. If you click that again, it can jump down, or it can jump up to 35 millimeters. Now, this adds a different perspective to your photos. So for example, if we used a 23 millimeter, this is what the 23 millimeter looks like. This is what the 28 millimeter looks like. And then this is what the 35 millimeter camera looks like. Now, Apple has indicated that this particular feature does not take away any of the quality from the photo. And I feel like it's the exact same on this OnePlus 13. So let's do this. Let's jump to the camera settings, and we'll jump down to, where do they have it at? So yeah, once you are inside of the camera settings, it is called lens focal length. And whenever you click on that, you have the 3 different focal length options. And not only that, but you can choose your default focal length, So on my iPhone, I have my default set to the third option as well. And I did the exact same thing on this OnePlus. So there are features that OnePlus stole from Apple across the entire operating system. But this particular feature, to me, I love, man. Let me do a triple check on my Pixel real fast and just make sure that this was not added on the Pixel 9. I don't think it was. Yeah, so whenever you click the 1x option on the Pixel, it doesn't do anything. You can jump over to 2x as a option, but you can't change the default focal length, and you can't automatically jump up to a 1.5x or a 1.4x, which is personally what I prefer my photos to look like. And that's something that is not talked about a lot, but it's a feature I absolutely adore. So OnePlus, great job there. And like I said, I did not notice any type of image loss whenever I did that. So that is something I highly recommend you guys just, if anything, play around with it, test it and see how you like it. But it really changes the perspective on your photos, and it makes your photos look more, it makes the photos come alive a little bit more whenever you use that focal length. I like 2x as well, but 2x is just a little bit too zoomed in to be the default camera option. So I do enjoy that a lot. But jumping back to the quality of the photos, overall they look really good, especially whenever you use the 1x and 2x options. But I will mention something I've noticed on the photos. If I take photos that are over 3x, jumping past the standard telephoto option, there is an issue, man. And I don't know what it is. I don't know why this happens, but whenever you use the camera options past 3x, there is a weird AI-based smoothing effect that is added to the photo. And it is so weird that those photos I took that had the weird AI look to it, and I deleted them. They looked so weird that it was an instant delete for me. I couldn't do it. But that to me is problematic. They need that fixed ASAP. Anytime you use anything between 1 and 3, so the standard lens and the telephoto lens, it actually looks really, really good.
I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. Yeah. You ain't see me activated. You better hope that you never see me agitated. I think about my actions, plan them out, evaluated. That's how I end up on the top, man, I'm calculated. My mind's a weapon, my body is the engine. I'm never second guessing, I just do what I was destined. Cause I feel I got the blessing, persistence and obsession. That's how you keep progressing, I already learned that lesson, yeah. I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You can't stop what's moving. You can't stop what's moving. I'm changing my life, and I won't look back ever again. No fear, see clear, you deserve to be great. I know it feels like things get in your way. Push through those walls and the others will fall. Sit up, stand tall, you can get through it all. I need some energy, anxiety's no friend to me. I have a short memory, I don't really remember things. That's how I move on, that's how I stay strong. A new day's on, I'll keep moving right along. And I feel like the pain in the past, it needs to stay in the past. You gotta take off the cast. I wanna feel like I'm a new person. I wanna have clear vision and purpose. And I feel like the pain shouldn't last. If you can move on and past the things that make you feel bad, and you can change in your brain, I'm certain. I've done it before, and man, I'm not perfect. I'm changing who I am. I'm making.
All right, guys, today we are looking at the OnePlus 13 cameras. So this is the front-facing 4K 60 HDR camera with sun all in my face. So let me know how this looks to you guys. Now, the ultra wide camera shocked me. Some of the ultra wide photos I took looked beautiful. Now, I do notice that the ultra wide camera lens is a 15 millimeter, which is a 0.6. And I can tell that the expansion of the ultra wideness is not as wide as other phones, like my iPhone as an example. But the quality, I did not notice any distortion at all whenever we were on this photo shoot. Now, keep in mind that we were not in a low light situation. But I will say, I've played around with the low light just a little bit with the ultra wide camera, and it actually fares very well compared to other flagships right now. So I am happy to see that. So quick overview on those, on the photos. The photos look really good. Sometimes there's a weird AI look to them, especially whenever you use 3+X. And oh, by the way, while we're talking about zoom, the phone can zoom very, 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 very far. And I had one photo I took to where I swear I was at like between 60 and 120x, and the shot came out absolutely beautiful. And that particular photo did not have any type of weird AI issue either with the zoom. So maybe it's just whenever the camera is trying to compensate for photos that have people in them. I'm not sure. But yeah, whenever I took a picture of this stop sign, it looked really good. And like I said, that was major zoom. Now it also has a AI-based feature called AI Telescope Zoom. And that just assists you with having, holding the camera steady while you're shooting a video. So yeah, guys, I'm impressed with the photos. I am a tad disappointed just because of the AI stuff, but I feel like that can be adjusted. And I know that there have already been 2 updates since I've had this phone. And I believe both of those updates have indicated that they have worked on the camera. So the current state of the cameras, they look really nice. So shooting over to video overall looks pretty good. I think that whenever you change lenses, I haven't really noticed it not looking good, which is good. There's, sometimes there's a little bit of that Android camera switching twitch, but it's not too bad on the OnePlus. Overall, I think the camera quality looks very nice, and I don't really have any problems with it. It's obviously not iPhone level, but you can go ahead and change the lenses. You can shoot 4K 60 in that HDR Dolby Vision, and it looks very, very, very nice. I didn't take too many videos in low light just yet, but I will do that for my full review. And I also noticed that the video stabilization is actually pretty good too. One issue with the video though, portrait video still only shoots in 1080p. So I think that's disappointing. But yeah, guys, overall the video looks pretty good on this phone. Anytime you use it indoors, whenever you're trying to record a video of a phone as an example, it looks really good, which is what I use a lot on my videos. So I think that that's highly useful. So yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in to this quick discussion on the OnePlus camera. Like I said, I'll talk about the cameras a lot more and the full review, but I just wanted to get this, kind of like the impressions out to you all. So if you like this video, go ahead and shoot it a like, and go ahead and subscribe if you are a Android or iPhone fan. And I plan to make a lot more videos, so stick around and check them out. All right, see you all next time.